Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have a tarot reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have the root girl, the disowned self. So this reading, you guys, is for anybody who really resonates with it. Yes, it is. And also, or anybody with a lot of Sag in their chart, with a general reading can really resonate with anybody. It really can. But, you know, we're starting out with Sagittarius. We are. And yeah, the root girl, the disowned self. And that's about somebody who feels bad about what they've done when they disown themselves. Yeah, let's see. We also have the crown games, right use of power. So, you know, maybe there was a wrong use of power here. That's how it appears, right? That's how it seems completely. Somebody did something wrong and now they're not abusing their power. And we have a bold step forward. All right. So yeah, they could have grown, or, you know, bold step forward could be a whole bunch of things. There could be something very physically going on here, like a lot of physical, because we have disowned, and this is an action. Using your power is an action, and a bold step forward. Something is taking place here, or has as of recent, right? But let's see what else we have for you guys, Sagittarius. And we have the storm warning. So there's some type of a storm here for sure. The temple path. And we have the sixth chakra. This is Archangel Metatron. And so the third eye is there. And this is about somebody who's definitely trusting their intuition with the sixth chakra. Yes, it is. And and so the temple path is here. And this means somebody is like following their intuition, like right next to, you know, Metatron. They definitely are. But over here, maybe not when somebody's abusing their power. They're not in their own good place. This could be about two people, but it looks like usually what this is, it's about two people, but this is one person usually has disowned themselves because they abuse their power. They're taking a step forward. But the storm warning, something else could be going on here. Somebody might see their path with you as kind of the temple path, Sagittarius. Let's see though. And today we're going to have both energies here. We are. And if you guys want a psychic reading, I always check for accuracies. Yes, I do. I'm a Silva grad. They teach us how to do it. They do. But yeah, and if you want to know about somebody, you don't trust them, or you just need to know about them, get a psychic reading. Yeah, and I have different formats. They're lots of fun. You get a live reading or a recording or both. And the tarot readings are done the same way. And for your own insight, if it's not asking about somebody else, I'm also a life coach. Yeah, both. Yeah, and spirituality is really psychology, the spiritual way. I mean, you could say it like that, or you could say psychology is in maybe a little bit like spirituality, but in this kind of materialistic 3D way. That doesn't kind of make a lot of sense, but I feel like you guys know what I mean. They're very similar. That's why, you know, my teacher that I studied under, he was a hypnotherapist, right? Which is hypnotherapy. Yeah, in a psychotherapist. So let's get into this, you guys. Mystic Sense is a free 5-minute psychic reading. Everything's in the description box, and you can also get a past life reading with me, and those are super powerful. People don't even know. People who are like, they just don't know, and yeah, how powerful they are. But let's see what we have, you guys. And the Three of Swords sits at the bottom of the deck, Sagittarius. Your energy is going to be the Sun, the Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. The challenge for you in this reading is the Six of Swords, getting to a place of change, transitioning. That is your challenge. Now, there is change in this reading because somebody was abusing their power, and now they are on the temple path and trusting their intuition over here. Yeah, interesting here. Somebody was just in their kind of 3D personality, but it looks like in their lower self here, and they have changed. It does look like that, and they're taking a bold step forward. The storm warning card, though, here, something ends here, and it's a 10. And 10s are endings, they are completions. So what's on your mind, Sagittarius, in this reading is the 10 of Pentacles. Now, there could be a family that is external to this, or maybe you have a family with this person, possibly. This is about, sometimes it's about marriage, the Ten of Pentacles. We see this family here. It's a completion of sorts. It just, sometimes it can be like a family or a marriage. Yeah, sometimes it can, because this is like a legacy, kind of what you leave behind. And, you know, and this can be values, what's on your mind, values possibly. Now, in the past, you had some clarity here. This could be you up here doing all this. Nine of Pentacles is the current energy. So, you know, this could be what's on your mind. Is somebody else single, though? Nine of Pentacles, currently or presently single. This could be about you. You've got money on your mind, and you are doing your best to make that happen for you. You might have had an idea in the past, possibly with the sun over there, bringing clarity and basically success and happiness, right? The sun's also about personal leadership. Yeah, it is. And so is this Ten of Pentacles sometimes, because Saturn rules this card, Capricorn. And this is about Saturn rules the 10th house, Ten of Pentacles. And these are pentacles, which are, you know, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. This is a Capricorn card here if you want to get really, really get on the skinny of it. But the point about this card, it can be about like values, but somebody's really matured, because the 10th house is the house of maturity. It could be, yeah. And so there's something here that might be, that might have to do with maturity, because we go from, you know, we go from the disowned self, the root girl, to right use of power. So somebody could have been abusing their power in this situation. But let's continue here, because right now I'm really speculating. I haven't even seen your person's cards, which I'm going to set down in just a moment. The Queen of Wands is what you're hoping for, Sagittarius. So unless they're a fire sign, you're hoping for something good for yourself, right? Let's get clarifiers here. Yeah, let's do that. All right, let's see what we have for you guys, Sagittarius. Let's get a card on the Queen of Wands, and we have the card of the Ten of Cups. You're hoping for your happily ever after. And this bold step forward, the farther gate, this is somebody who has courage. And really is the bold step forward is like to change everything, to go to the farther gate. Like, I'm not going to take baby steps. I'm going all the way. And your fear over here is the Chariot. So you could be fearing that this will not move forward. We have the bold step forward here. And with the Six of Cups, maybe somebody from your past, somebody who could have broke your heart, because remember at the bottom of the deck was the Three of Swords, or they disappointed you, or they had you in a third party, or vice versa, right? Yeah, or all of the above, really. Like you had them in a third party, or you broke their heart, something like that. Seven of Wands is what you're afraid of. You could be afraid that this person will resist this temple path with you, this forward movement, this bold step forward, the farther gate. You could be fearing that they will resist that. Maybe they're afraid of you even, right? It's possible in this reading. I mean, I'm not sure. I need to look at his cards or her cards. Your person's, we have the Ten of Pentacles again, and it's all also in the upright. You know, you could be, maybe you want to marry this person too, but you could be afraid that they're going to resist you. This is in the unknown to you. Actually, this is in the unknown. So what's unknown to you here, Seven of Wands, you don't know if, maybe you don't know here if this person, you might be kind of maybe worried or something that they will resist you. Or maybe you don't know if they're single, because there's a lot of that in this reading with the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles here and the 10 of Pentacles again over here. Because this can be single, the 9, and the 10 can be married. It really can, but it doesn't have to be, right? I mean, we're not, yeah, I'm just saying with all the meanings, right? Let's get another card on what you're kind of in the dark about here, or what's unknown to you. 8 of Swords. So you might not know if this person has released themselves from another situation. Yeah, you might be kind of in the dark about that. Yeah. Wow. All right, so let's look at their cards, and now we're really going to get an idea. Yes, we are about, yeah, we are about what's going on with this person, right? All right. Let's see what we got for Sagittarius's person. Okay, well, all right. So for you, Sagittarius, let's see, for them, really, the bottom of the deck for them is the Sun card. That's interesting because it was in the reverse before I did any shuffling here, right? They have their own clarity, and you have the Sun here. So that's 3 times we've seen the Sun, because I saw it at the bottom of the deck. So this is about some type of clarity. It's also about some form of like somebody wants to be happy in this reading. That's very clear because this is what you want, Sagittarius. You're happily ever after, 10 of Cups. And so the World card starts for them in the past. They have the Lovers. They have a lot of, now they have the Ace of Swords. So there's a lot of naked people in this reading. They could be really thinking about making love with you. That can be a real deal here, right? And what's on their mind is the Ace of Wands. This person wants a new opportunity with you. This is the person. You're wondering about this situation, it looks like, Sagittarius, but it looks like it still could be switched, the reading, but it does really look like they are the ones who made some type of a choice here, ending cycles, closing out cycles. The storm warning is a 10. That's closing a cycle that was either stormy or just troubling or something like that, right? 10 of Wands is in their environment, is in their challenge. So this is an ending. So is the 6 of Swords over here for your challenge. This person had to lay something down. They really did. And they did. And, you don't know if this person has released that over here. 8 of Swords. They could have been married to somebody. For sure, for sure. And what they want is the 3 of Cups. What they're afraid of is the Chariot. You're both afraid that this will not move forward. Wow, look at that. Chariot twice. Different deck. See that? So I've straightened the camera now in case you guys want to look at these cards. And that's what you're afraid of. That's not going to move forward. Highly interesting. And that's what they are afraid of. So, yeah. And so this person starts out with the World card in the past. This is maturity. And I mentioned maturity coming into with this 10 of Pentacles. Yes. And that's showing up twice in the reading, 10 of Pentacles. So, this Chariot card here, not Chariot, the World card there, this person grew up in the past. They have matured. Maybe you haven't seen them and you don't know. Maybe you were hoping they'd grow up. But if you were, they have. That's how it looks here. They're also closing cycles. This is the person who's ending something over here, most likely. And the 10 of Wands is in the challenge for them. They had to lay something down, release something, end it, dissolve it, whatever it was. They had to do that because it was challenging you and them being together, being with the 10 of Wands sitting right in the challenge. The Lovers is showing up in the current energy with the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Okay. That is a trip. All right, that can be an ending of sorts. The Fool card. Well, the Fool card can talk about an ending. But what I mean by that in the context of always a new beginning, like when we have something new, something ends, even if it's just boredom, right? Exactly right. So this person has chosen. This is the person that lets something dissolve. That's as I was just saying. And in the challenge, we'll get a card on the challenge for them. And they have the Justice card. This person could definitely be getting a divorce. They could have made this judgment, right? It's a decision, especially with this sitting in the challenge, Justice and the 10 of Wands. They could have also just simply had to make a decision here, maybe, but there is a decision here because here's the 7. Here's the Lovers was a choice. That is a decision, right? Decision between 2 things usually, or more. Yeah, sometimes more. But what they want here is Sagittarius is the 3 of Cups. They want to reconcile with you, or they want you in their life. They want something beautiful with you here, because you bring them a lot of joy. Like they feel happy with you. Let's get a card for them. And they have the King of Cups. They're hoping that, honestly, they made the right decision in love. King of Cups. Kings make decisions, right? I don't know. Maybe nowadays they, call anybody a king, right? Yeah, they do, and and they're really not. I mean, we're all kings and queens, but so but this is making a decision in love. It is. We'll get another card on that. They're hoping their decision is like correct, or yeah, lovers again. See, they're hoping they made the right choice. Whoa, Nelly. See, wow. And the Chariot is what they're afraid of, right underneath your fearful Chariot, kind of. You guys are both afraid this isn't going to make any movement, like it's just going to stay stagnant or nothing at all, right? Yeah. And what's unknown, Sagittarius, to this person, Page of Swords reversed, that just means that they don't know what's going to happen, because the Page of Swords in the upright, he's always wanting to know. They don't know what's going to happen here. Clearly, if they're afraid, it's not going to move forward, right? And we have Judgment. They probably want rebirth with you. Forgiveness. They don't know if that's going to happen. Remember, the bottom of the deck was the Three of Swords. I'm going to end this reading right now. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. Very cool. And if you want to get a private reading with me, check out the description box, you guys. They are lots of fun. Thanks so much for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe, because that helps me to continue to be able to bring these videos forward. It really does. And yeah, hit the little bell if you want to be notified of my uploads. Thanks so much, you guys, for joining me here. You rock.